Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
In my gap, the whole puffy down. Dogs woofing that shit, blow, turn them to puppy chow. You paralyzed if you lucky, child. The cops be looking at me funny, style on the block, our money pal. My life is foul, been a criminal since juvenile. In and out of Susan Val, jump bail and blew the trial. So I'm on the run, catch me if you can, like Leonardo DiCaprio.
See the complaint to Department 18, C like in Charlie.
I would have something for possible standby for 043 standby.
This game has not yet been rated.
I caught a glimpse of heaven once. They stole it from me. This isn't vengeance. It's punishment. I never smile. But if I did, this would be it.
Lipstick. Compact. Angry Kitty proximity mine. All right, I'm ready to go to work. My name is Kate Archer. I'm a spy. It's the perfect job. I travel to exotic locales, meet interesting people. It's the challenge I enjoy. Admittedly, the work can be a little bit hazardous. Particularly when you're in harm's way. But I'm rather good at what I do. Rather good indeed. Besides, I'm just not the stay-at-home type. And though saving the free world might be a dangerous job, someone has to do it. Wish me luck.
This game has been rated M for mature.
rated M for mature.
Mr. Jack, I have a job for you. I'm Director of Executive Action for Harm.
I used to be a taxi driver. Even though I wasn't making much and I worked from dawn to dusk, I was glad to be working. The mafia runs the whole city.
Catch me beating up your chops?
Independent of the police, state, of anyone.
You run your mouth.
The Salieri family makes over $25 million every year.
You tell everybody I'm busted.
I've decided to give you a shot, Tommy.
Mr. Morello ain't here today. That's right.
They pay me for protection, so we've got to get these punks and put them where they belong.
Me and Tom will fix it. Those bastards think this is freaking Luna Park or something. You have a message from Mr. Salieri. What the hell's going on? Oh, no.
A lot of our boys have bet the same as me, and they certainly wouldn't be happy if they lost their dough. Tommy, I can't let that happen.
Half the neighborhood and all our boys bet on the Don's boy. People give us their trust as well as their dough. You understand what's at stake?
You know what, boss?
What?
That's the first time I knocked someone off in their underpants.
It's nothing. First time for me, too. There's a first time for everything.
Why don't the barriers close?
And are you one of Salieri's tough guys?
Only sometimes.
Well, I think you're a very good bad man.
Yesterday, Frank handed over all our account books. The prosecutor is having a field day. We've got to liquidate Frank.
You trying to tell me I've got to knock Frank off?
He broke the omerta. Honor's meaningless. This is business.
Pray for my soul, Father. I'll need it.
I will, my son. I certainly will.
Welcome to San Andreas, I'm CJ from Grove Street. Land of the heinous, gangbangers in cold heat. In Los Santos, neighbors get no sleep. Beefing with anybody, competing, even police. Fold deep in the green rag with gold feet. Blast with the flag on the strap, that's OG. Stay in shape, hit the gym, lift the weights. Get super cutter, big and buff, nice and straight. You got stats, respect, weapon, skill. Stamina, muscle, fat, and sex appeal. You get clothes from Binkos and Prolapse. Suburban zip, victim and desatch. Watch your back when in rival hoods. They'll test just to guess if your survival's good. Ducking shells at the clucking bell. Jump out, busting, gunning till they tuck their tail. It seemed like I'm on impossible missions. Twisted predicaments, hostile positions. Tenpenny and Pulaski harass me. Cop cars been on our ass the past week. Cause the Dre is for the gangsters, homeboy. Hands is the language for the bangers, homeboy. And it's dangerous, homeboy. Get your brains blue for how you do your fingers, homeboy. Heat cock, we poppin' hot ones. Dump them out, bend the block. Shake before the cops come. Listen for sirens, they don't got none. Back another lap, catch a straggler with a shotgun. Hitting them up with that Grove Street lock. And a dirty slingshot, no Levi.
On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue.
Who's there? Is that you? No!
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
This must be kept under wraps. If you try to go public with this, we will deny any knowledge.
lied to myself that it was over. It wasn't over. And it would get worse before the end. You can't run from your past. This is love. Love hurts. When you're looking down the barrel of a gun, time slows down.
Rated M for mature.
Where is the goddamn money? You gotta take these guys out. This is your way to shine. Way to go, tough guy. Beat him to a pulp.
As I said, amigo, you work for me now.
Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. Out now on PlayStation 2 and PC. Rated M for mature.
Someday, and that day may never come, I may call upon you to do a service for me. But, until that day, accept this as a gift.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Speak softly, love, and hold me warm against your heart. I feel your words, the tender trembling moments start. We're in a world, our very own, sharing a love that only few have ever known. Wine-colored days warmed by the sun, deep velvet nights when we are one. Speak softly, love, so no one hears us but the sky. The vows of love we make will live until we die. My life is yours, and all because you came into my world with love, so softly, love. Wine-colored days warmed by the sun, deep velvet nights when we are one. Speak softly, love, so no one hears us but the sky. The vows of love we make will live until we die. My life is yours, you came into my world with love, so softly.
Dominic, Tom Hagen has been my consigliere, and now my attorney. He's going to join your family and be your consigliere. Make sure to listen to Tom's advice. He's a smart man.
I know you can pull the trigger, but can you pull the strings? From now on, you'll see the world through the eyes of a Don. Expanding your empire requires timing and planning. Every racket can be part of a plan. For guns, cars, perks, take over the right crime ring. Create a family from the most talented soldiers. Arsonists, bruisers, engineers. When the time is right, promote the earners or eliminate those who don't make the cut. We need to think beyond the streets. Protect your empire. Bribe, influence, bomb. That's what we need to hit the fight back. Are you ready? Good. Let's go to work. Family.
My loyal associates, before we cross into the void of space, it's time to unveil the final stages of Operation Nightfire. Of course, our new order will be resisted, but we have the ultimate leverage.
The launch timetable has been moved up. If we hurry, we can still catch it. By the way, who are you?
Shaken, not stirred. Or is it stirred, not shaken?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Good evening, 007. As a double agent, you may have to answer aggression with aggression.
Hang on to me, Zoe.
I thought you'd never ask.
Please try to return these tools in usable condition. But I shan't hold my breath.
You saved my life. How will I repay you?
If I live through this, I'll need a large sigh and one hell of a massage.
On a fool's errand, Mr. Bond.
That one's a nasty bit of business, isn't it? Lock the castle down. Now!
Don't get any ideas, 007.
Prepare for liftoff. Operation Nightfire has begun.
Deploy the red team and take him down!
How does it feel to be beaten, James?
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Heinrich, your reign of terror must end.
You fool! You know as well as I that I cannot be destroyed.
Prison, then. May the fates hold off the coming of the storm.
Return to Castle Wolfenstein immediately. Notify Herr Himmler. We found him.
Rated T for teen.
I was just 18 when Vic asked me to join the gang.
In a time when bandits ruled the West and the fastest gun decided who lived and who died.
We called ourselves the Nine, and we shook the pillars of heaven when we rode.
An outlaw named Tejon was betrayed by his gang.
The Nine were my family, but they still left me for dead.
Now, a man who has met death face to face.
I once had a blade to your throat, boy. Thought about killing you while you slept.
Has returned to claim his vengeance.
I will return from hell for Vic and the others. It's time for me to pay him back for what he did to me.
Look out, Tejon! Get him, boys! I'll send you back to the grave!
Let's end this now.
There will be no escape for the guilty when death deals the final hand. Dead man's hand.
They'll know I'm coming, so I better bring plenty of ammo.
Rewolucyjna gra akcji już w sklepach i kioskach w PC Hit za jedyne 19,99.
Reporting. Entry team is in position. Prepare to make entry. Breach, bang, and clear. Go when ready. Blue 1 reporting. I'll breach the door. I'll bang and clear left.
This game has been rated M for mature.
Get up.
Get those hands in the air!
I have visual contact. We have suspect contact.
Go, go, go! Time to move! Hands in the air! Here they come! Run!
Breaching with C2, sir.
This is Central BCC. Barricade hostage situation.
On your knees!
Move and clear. Go when ready.
Get down! Hands in the air!
Yeah, moving now.
Don't shoot hands! Go, go! Release! Hands up now!
Oto przypomnienie listy gier akcji od miejsca 30 do miejsca 11.
Rated M for mature.
Even now in heaven there were angels carrying savage weapons.
Look, you really sure you want to know what this is all about? Okay, kid. All right, but I better start at the beginning.
Well, one of the things about Made Man is I based a lot of the stages and a lot of the characters on real people and real events.
I tell you, I was one big bundle of nerves as Eggs and me drove back to Philly's place. I thought my screw-up in Carolina and the fact that I just wasted a whole load of Corellis really meant the end for me.
One of the things I tried to do in the game, in terms of delivering realism, each of the stages parallels a stage that a young mob guy would go through in progressing through the mafia. In the same way with the characters. Some of them are based directly on other famous mob guys, others are composite characters. Our main character, Joey Varola, is sort of a composite character. He has elements of 2 or 3 people that I've known, one of them being Joey Black.
One day I was called to a meeting with Philly. Told me I was going to help him out with a little problem.
The thing about Joey Varola, our character, is that he didn't set out to be a mob guy. In the game, he meets Eggs Biondo, saves his life. And Biondo, who is a connected guy, his uncle is the Don. When they get back to New York, Biondo brings Joey into the mob.
Hey, so you're Joey. I want to thank you for looking after my boy.
Joey Varola, as I say, is a composite of several different people that I've known. And at the beginning, he's sort of ambivalent about getting into this world. It's not what he intended to do. There's even a sense of morality, although that's obviously not part of the gameplay. But he has to make that decision about the first killing, and he does. And it becomes progressively easier for him to do this.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean no disrespect.
What we've tried to do is, as much as possible, have an emotional content, emotional connection between the player and Joey Varola.
Adhun! Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
I came here on a boat. Not a dime in my pocket. I had friends die here, double-crossed by greed.
Who put this thing together? Me!
Now Sosa thinks you're gonna take everything I ever had.
You wanna go to war? We'll take you to war, okay?
Thinks I'm just gonna lay down and die. But Tony Montana don't die that easy.
Say hello to my little friend!
First, you get back the money. Then, take back the power. Then, you get the women.
Montana has declared war on everybody in Miami.
Then, you get revenge.
You fuck with me! You're fucking with the best! Fucking cockroach! Come on! Show me what you got! You think you can take me? Game over, America!
You wanna play with me? I'm Tony fucking Montana. You want a piece of me?
Must go to extremes when there's no easy answer. Wait for it, feels like I'm stuck in a dream, turning to a nightmare. It's how I feel, I'm alone. Like how I feel, I just can't let go. I can't take this way. My life is so filled with pain. It's too much for me. It's the only way for me
Rated T for teen. This isn't a military operation. I can't let you boys go down there.
Sources in Russia report that an unknown organization stole 4 nukes from an underprotected stockpile near Kazan last night.
Bring me another.
pieski.
Is your gang. Hey, is your gang.
Ándale, manito.